What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Backlash Angling. It's Chase here, and it is the end of May. And if you have been watching any of my previous episodes, you know that I had a big plan for the end of May. So what just went down is I just finished up a 10-day fly-in fishing trip up in Northern Ontario. So this is a trip that occurs every spring. I don't tend to get there every year, but this year I had the chance to do it, and I had to take it. So this trip is a trip that is based up in Northern Ontario. The lake is called Sharpstone Lake. It's a fly-in fishing camp with Holly's Camps. It's a lake that is right on the border of Manitoba and Ontario, and it's about an hour and 20-minute bush plane ride from the base camp in Monaco. I'll kind of put like where Monaco is up here in the top corner and where the Sharpstone Lake is. So it's quite a hike. It's such a trip. It's such a remote place. Sharpstone Lake is like my heaven on earth. Like it is. This place is where I go and I light up. It's my happy place. It's such a unique body of water, and it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah, we got in there right as walleye open began, and it was a great trip. It was really something special. Just to break it down before I even start into the videos, I'll kind of talk a little bit of weather here. We got up there, and it's pretty early spring for Northern Ontario. So when we got there, we actually were dealing with about half of the system that we fish was ice. It was all ice. So about 4 days of our 10-day fishing trip, we were battling ice in a lot of the area that we tend to fish. So we were battling that, and then as soon as that ice fled out, all the warm weather disappeared. We had about a week-long cold front roll in. So yeah, definitely battling some conditions. But besides that, we got on to fish, and this is some of the best content I'm going to be producing to date. So there's a couple things that I have to explain to you before we dive into the series itself. This trip isn't just your friendly fishing trip with a couple buddies. This trip is a competition. Every year we focus on creating this competition. So what the competition is it's a big pike, big walleye, and potential lake trout competition. Lake trout, kind of irrelevant. One lake trout was caught there 1 year, so they got thrown on the board. Ignore the lake trout. But either way, this competition happens every year, and it's a fight, and it's a competition for what is called the Tartan Jacket. I'll put the little video right here of the Tartan Jacket, and just you can see the glory of how beautiful this jacket is. It's probably the ugliest but most beautiful thing I've ever seen. It's something I've seen my dad compete for since 1999, and whenever he brings it home, I'm always excited to take a good look at it and eye it up and see all the new patches on it. So as a kid, it's something I've always wanted to throw around my shoulders, and I really hoping that this could be the year. You'll have to wait to see. But what the competition focuses around is a point system, and I'm going to explain that point system right now. So there's a few key setups for the point system. The first point that you have to worry about is the first qualifying fish. When I talk about qualifying fish, I'm talking about certain sizes of walleye and pike. For the first fish, the notable weights are an 8-pound pike and a 3.5-pound walleye. So that's for the first qualifying fish. If the first person to catch a qualifying fish documents the time, and whoever gets it, it gets 2 points towards the Tartan Jacket. We call them Tartan points. So 2 points for the first qualifying fish. Moving on, the biggest point system is called our leaderboard. You'll hear me reference the leaderboard all the time. What the leaderboard is the top 11 pike and the top 9 walleye. So how it works is if you have the 11th biggest pike on the board, that's 1 Tartan Jacket point. If you have the biggest pike on the board, that's 11 Tartan Jacket points. And you work your way through second biggest pike would be 2 points, yada yada yada, all the way down. For walleye, it's the same deal. First biggest walleye, 9 points. 9th biggest walleye, 1 point. And everywhere in between. It's not too hard to figure out, but like I said, the point system, that is where the champions have their points. You got to be littered around all of that leaderboard to even have a chance at the Tartan Jacket. So the third point system that is relevant in this thing is called boat of the day. What boat of the day is you're counting your qualification fish. So after the first walleye of 3.5 pounds, the walleye qualification fish makes its way up to 4.5 pounds. So it increases. So throughout the day, you and your partner in the boat are going for qualification fish. Every qualification fish over pike over 8 pounds or walleye over 4.5 pounds, you document. At the end of the day, the boat with the most qual fish takes a star for the boat of the day. And at the end of the 10 days, whoever the leader of boat of the day points is, gets 5 points towards the Tartan Jacket. The second most stars gets 3 points towards the Tartan Jacket, and third place gets 1 point towards the Tartan Jacket. So after all that's equivalated at the end of the trip, whoever has the most points combined between boat of the day points, leaderboard points, and first qual points is the winner. He's the champion of the Tartan Jacket and has bragging rights for the year. So other than that, I'm trying to think. Throughout this trip, it's really important to note some of the slang that we use as tartan competitors. So I want to kind of reference a couple things that I know are going to pop up in the video. So to start off, a qual fish. You'll hear all the time in my videos, that's a qual, okay, that's a qual. That just means a 4.5 pounder walleye and an 8 pound pike. That just, qual fish helps your boat. Might not be on the leaderboard, but it's a qual fish. So when we're fishing for pike, you might hear the terms sledge. A sledge fish is anywhere from under 8 pounds to 5 pounds, and a hammer is anywhere from 4.9 pounds to around that 2 pound mark, and then anywhere underneath that, the hammer, the 2 pound mark and underneath, it's called like a pencil, a cigar, a river dink, either way, just a little pike. Anything that really is trophy quality, this is a big one. You might hear the term shoulders. It's got shoulders. That means when you set the hook into that pike and it's all of a sudden just moving to the right or left and it hasn't big movement and it's just, you can feel the weight, you're gonna hear somebody say, oh yeah, it's got shoulders. That means you're dropping what you're doing and you're helping your partner land that fish, because it's a trophy pike and it's likely gonna be on the board and potentially could be big Tartan Jacket points. So shoulders, definitely an important thing to know. Another thing that's referenced all the time is just, you'll hear, oh, that's the 6-pointer. What that means is just where that pike or walleye is landing on the board at that particular time in the trip or particular time in the competition. So say on day 2, you catch a 13 pound pike, you could say, oh, that's a 6-pointer. That just means at that time, that's 6 points, but likely 13 pounder is gonna get knocked off by the end of 10 days. So that's just a little important thing to know. To kind of just introduce everybody, I'm fishing with everybody of the 8 guys that are going up there. So just to introduce everybody, you got myself, and we all have nicknames up there. Myself, Chase, my name is Caesar up there, nickname that I got a few years back for whatever reason. A couple people would say it's my mad Caesar making skills, but other people have different opinions. But yeah, I'm Caesar. You got my dad, Backlash guy, Hurricane. You got E, you got Wally, you got Big Red, you got Hot Rod, you got Simmer, and you got Woody. Those are us 8 guys. Those are the 8 competitors for the Tartan Jacket. And yeah, there's a lot of hype. This is a trip that I booked back about 8 months that I knew I was in. I was ready to go, so I've been looking forward to it. Pretty much that sums up what you need to know about Sharpstone Lake. Sharpstone Lake is a lake that gets touched by around 100 anglers every year, and we have the privilege to be first ones in at the beginning of each season. So it's an incredible fishery. It's something I would recommend to save your money up for, because it's a body of water that's kind of, you're speechless when you go there and you get into some of the fish, because the fishing's just incredible. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for to sum up kind of what you need to know about the Tartan series. What I do have to talk about though is some new merch. We're doing another little competition for y'all. It's for a chance to win a couple free shirts. We're doing a free shirt giveaway at the end of the Tartan Jacket series, which is going to be approximately 11 episodes. So every Sunday we'll be releasing an episode. So at the end of the 2.5 months after the series is done, we're going to do a competition. What the competition is all about is referencing our channel to your friends. Any of your buddies on YouTube, we want them to subscribe to us so we can grow our content, we can grow our viewers, and just keep our channel growing. So what the competition will entail is you reference our channel to a friend of yours and they subscribe to us. Once they are subscribed to the channel, go into one of the Tartan series videos and comment saying, referenced so-and-so. So say you're Tim something. Tim comments below saying, I referenced Bob something. And once we see that Bob something has subscribed to our channels, that's one entrance into the competition. So if you reference 10 friends and they all subscribe to the channel, you have 10 entries into our into the competition at the end of the Tartan series. I hope that's kind of clear. These shirts are awesome. We got they're nice heathered shirts. We got the front logo on the front and then the back logo on the back. We got red, we got a nice blue, we got nice green, and lastly, we got a nice little heather orange. And if you're a female subscriber or you're looking to give your mom or your sister or girlfriend a present, we got a nice gray in the girls along with the nice kind of baby blue. So yeah, reference this series, just reference as many people as possible. You want to get your name in there. You have a chance at winning like a few shirts. Why not just recommend to everybody and get them to do a simple subscription? So that's all I got to say. I've got a couple videos edited and they're already pretty juicy. So I'm excited to throw the first one up there this Sunday. Not sure the exact date. It'll be 3rd or something of June or 2nd of June. But yeah, stay tuned and welcome to the Tartan series. The potential in this body of water is incredible and it's unpredictable, and it's time to go find the big girls that we're looking for.